So hey, what's up guys, Riotbox here and welcome back to our MotoGP career mode. So here we are then, we are here for season number 5 season 5 I believe it is. Let me just check on YouTube where we're at. I think it's season 5, but you can see we're here in a brand new team and it is season 5. This is season 5 of our career mode, so you can see we are here with Yamaha, a brand new team. So let's take a look at our stats for heading into this season. You can see that we've got 10 wins, 26 podiums and 19 pole positions across the course of our career mode so far. So we are yet to win any single championship in any of the ranks. So yeah, we got that to sort of try and do this season. That is the aim. We've got about 20 races ahead of us, so let's get straight into the first Grand Prix, which will be Qatar. So here we go then, approaching the final corner for the first time at the end of our first lap. Let's see what we're able to do. We've been about a second underneath of Petrucci's time, who's currently the quickest lap holder in this qualifying session. We should go a lot quicker than that. We've had Danny Pedrosa interrupting our lap a little bit over the course of our run, and 2.3, that is enough to get us into Q2. Going out on track then, you can see the bar's been raised massively. A 52.8 is what we need in order to take pole position from Marc Marquez in qualifying 2. So let's see if we can do it. This one might take a few more attempts just to get anywhere near his time, but we do of course have to try and beat our teammates Maverick Vinales and Valentino Rossi in qualifying. So let's see what we're able to do. Here we go then, approaching the final corner. We've got Jack Miller in front of us, who's actually been holding us up a little bit, but I'm feeling confident in this lap that we'll get a decent shot at trying to take pole position away from Marc Marquez. But anyway, we've picked up some slipstream over the course of the lap, so this should be a decent lap time then coming across that line. What is it? It's a 52.894. That's second place for now. Do we settle for that or do we go out again? Right, I'm going to do this first sector, see how we get on. If it's decent, I'll carry on the lap. If it isn't, then we'll have to go again. But it looks like Jack Miller's pulling away from us. So about 3 tenths down in the first sector. So I'm going to get straight into the race. No point wasting our time here in qualifying. So there you can see Marquez took pole position from us, and then Valentino Rossi just less than a tenth behind us, and then Dovizioso pretty much nearly the same time as Valentino, and then we do have Vinales, who's massively behind them, 8 tenths behind Dovi. So the front 4 looking quick today. So here we are then on the grid. You can see, taking a look at the pole position man, Marc Marquez here sorting some stuff out with his engineer, but we're going to be getting straight out on track here today, starting from the middle of the front row. We got our teammate to the right of us, Valentino Rossi, and then we got our rival Marquez, who obviously didn't steal, but beat us to the championship last season when we were at Honda with him for the brief stint we had towards the end of the season after that poor start with Ducati. As you can see, Ducati are back a little bit there. You can see on the second row of the grid. So Yamaha looking stronger this year, but Marquez looking stronger than ever. Are we going to be able to beat him in the run down to turn number 1? Not quite, but Valentino's got a shocker of a start there. We've got Dovizioso coming around our outside and Lorenzo coming up our inside, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Come on, we've got 3 laps around here at Qatar. Trying to battle with Lorenzo, getting a lot of understeer through there. And now we've got Cal Crutchlow trying to come underneath us. Everyone trying to come underneath us as we carve our way through up the inside, and job done. Back up into P3. So we've got to deal with Dovizioso and Marquez currently starting to pull out away from us as we've got 2 bikes underneath us. It's Crutchlow and Vinales, our teammate, but we've got the inside line for the next corner. We run deep. That is a horrible mistake through there. I always do that corner. It's an absolute killer. Bring it back on track, rejoining about 9th place. We can get up the inside of Petrucci and Lorenzo as we wrestle him out a little bit. Ooh, slight in front of him. Very aggressive start here to this race, but gone a little bit backwards today. And Dovizioso's hit the front, so let's see what we're able to do on the back of Rins. On the back of the Suzuki. Trying to pick up an early bit of power, but can't put the power down any earlier than that as we go around this long left-hander into this right-hander. Oh my god, we're absolutely pushing them through here. The Yamaha strong through here as we get underneath 2 bikes there, back into 3rd place. So we're going up and down the order a little bit, which is not what we need. We need to get a little bit of consistency. Right, the gap is still less than a second up to Marquez, who's currently all over the back of Dovizioso. So I know Marquez is going to be strong over the course of this season. As you can see him trying to get up the inside into the final corner of Dovizioso, but coming to end lap number 1, we are back into 3rd place, but of course we did start 2nd, so we've gone down 1 position. So let's see if we can start to push then onto the back of Marquez, who's currently being outraced by Dovizioso only slightly. As I say, that Marquez hits the front, and we've got the Suzuki and the Vinales up our inside as Crutchlow's knocking out Rins, and we're getting stuck in this battle for 3rd place, which is allowing the front two to just peel away a little bit. So we're back up into 4th place, and now getting a run on Maverick Vinales, trying to get up the inside of our teammate. Can we outbrake him here? Not cool. Yes, we can. I just lifted off the brake a little bit there to try and get underneath him. He's back through on us, and now we're stuck in this battle for 3rd place once again. Maybe Vinales can start to crawl back the lead that Marquez and Dovi have got, but they're in their own fight. But we've got our own inter-team rivalry here going on with Maverick Vinales trying to break around the outside of there, having to trail break it in, going wide, bring it back for an earlier apex. Oh, that was horrible through there, putting it on the grass slightly as Crutchlow trying to get through on us. Come on, need to get back into 3rd place. We're running wide there again. Did that mistake earlier on in this race, and we're back with our teammate Valentino Rossi back in 7th place then. So making a few mistakes here at Qatar, trying to get the inside of Rins. We're not able to get anywhere near him, we're just stuck in behind him. Can we get back at him? Oh, come on. Rins going up the inside of Crutchlow there. We've got to watch out Valentino on the back of us. So bit of an exciting race here today, going forward on battle. Plenty of battles going on out on track today. There's that mistake really did cost us, and then we're going wide into the outs at the exit of the final corner. Okay, so as we're coming across the line, we've got Valentino right behind us, and we look like Petrucci as well. We're in 51.9 there from the race leader. We're marginally off that time, but braking as late as we can coming into turn number 1. Valentino trying to get up the inside of us, not going to give him much room. Oh, he's pushed us out wide though. God, we're just falling back down the grid here today at Qatar. Trying to stick it with them. Come on, we can't be the last Yamaha today. Up the inside. Our quest for the championship's not had a great start. I mean, it's only the first race, but a podium would have been nice. It would have been a fantastic start to this season. Luckily, Crutchlow's getting into a bit of a battle with Rins. Not even in 5th place, we're in 6th place. Right, we've got a few corners to go, about half a lap to go with this Grand Prix. We're trying to keep it ahead of Valentino Rossi, who's eagerly trying to get past us. Right, let's keep it pushing. Trying to make a mistake around here. Very easy to run wide there at turn 10. Trying to put the power down, but just struggling there for traction. Around these long right-handers, swoop in and quite connected these corners, but seems to be suiting the Yamaha a little bit as we get out wide there. That's frustrating. Coming around turn 15 then, trying to put the power down as low as possible. The rear tyre starting to go. Got a little bit of damage to the bike, but it only seems to be a little bit of visual damage. But Crutchlow coming to the inside of Rins in the final corner. Is he able to make it stick? No, he isn't. And that's going to wrap it up for today's race. 6th place here at Qatar. Not the best of starts to the season. Dovizioso takes the win from Marc Marquez, so that's a good result for us in terms of that, because I expect Marquez to be more consistent over the course of the season. So, taking a look then at the race results, as you can see there, we finished in the middle of our teammates, which is okay. Not a bad result out here at Qatar, but the AI always seem a lot stronger here at Qatar. So let's get into the next round, which will be Argentina. So what I'm going to do a bit of bike development here. What I'm going to start to improve on is the brakes, I think. I want to be... No, we'll leave the brakes. Suspension. Absorb the shock surface roughness. Absorb the shocks of the surface roughness. We'll do that for the hydraulics, upgrade that, and then we've got 10,000, so not enough to upgrade anything else. So let's get into the next weekend. So we are here in qualifying 2 then. We've got about 6 minutes remaining of this qualifying session. 36.6 is the lap time to beat from Marquez as well as Dovi, and Vinales is only 4 tenths off of it. So let's get straight into our qualifying lap. So as you can see on the qualifying lap, we are stuck behind Lorenzo, who's just overtaken us. We are 4.5 tenths underneath Marquez's time, so we should have pretty easy run to pole position, hopefully. So we're just trying to get up the inside of Lorenzo. This is going to cost us some time though. So here we go, 9 tenths of a second underneath of Marquez's time. That is going to be plenty to get pole position here today at Argentina. Indeed it is, 9 tenths of a second underneath of Valentino. Rossi beat Marquez to 2nd place, so that is good for them. So let's get straight into the race. Here we go then, we're here on the grid for Argentina. We're going to be starting from pole position for our 2nd race here, as we were just taking a look at Cal Crutchlow there on the grid. So we should have a little bit of an advantage over the field, but as we've seen in previous seasons of this MotoGP career mode, we have seen that the qualifying pace of the AI is really weak compared to the race pace, so I'm expecting everyone to be stepping up their game here for the race, or we will have a nice easy win here today at Argentina, but I doubt that's going to happen as Dovizioso gets his usual flying start. He's going to be coming at us. He's going to our outside this time here at Argentina today. This will be our 5th time at Argentina. No, 4th time, because you don't do it in the Red Bull Rockies, I don't think, but we're holding on to 1st place through the first corner, so we've managed to get that sorted, get our first corners out of the way, sorted that. Used our previous experience of often braking way too early and the whole field coming through and beating us up a little bit, but here we go. We've had a fantastic start, and this is a real opportunity here today at Argentina to start pushing, because you know Marquez and Dovi, they're always going to get into a bit of a battle there, as I've braked too early there as we start to lose the rear, and then we get Dovi completely colliding with the back of us. So that's Marquez and Dovi through on us here. Can we get underneath them again? Oh, not quite able to. This Yamaha doesn't have the pace compared to the Honda or the Ducatis. We come up the inside of both of them. Yeah, there we go. Job done. Double overtake. We can just keep it round here, around turn 8. Yes, we do. So as I was saying, it's just the power delivery, stuff like that. Like in real life, you do. They're just it's got a good pace. Well, the Yamaha doesn't have pace in real life, but on the game, it's got a good pace. It just doesn't feel as refined as the Honda or the Ducati. So hopefully with our bike R&D we'll be able to sort that out, but so far having it all our way pretty much at Argentina. We got overtaken, but we managed to sort that out and get back in the lead of this Grand Prix. Come around the final corner, popping the power down and starting to pull away from Dovizioso. So I wonder whether we can keep up this pace for the rest of the race. We've only got a few laps to go. And I do want to ask, if you guys are watching this far into the video, let me know down in the comments, but also let me know, do you want me to carry on with the current format we got, where we have 2 races an episode, 2 3-lap races an episode, or do you want me to do 1 longer race per episode? I'll be doing qualifying, because I can't be starting from the back of the grid. I can't have that stress every single race. But so far, pulling away nicely from Dovizioso, so I need to not brake as early into here, and then we should be able to keep it in front, heavy on the brakes. We braked a little bit early, and here comes Dovi. I can see him, so I see his arrow. He's trying to get up the inside, but it's not going to work for him there as we popping down the power. He just couldn't pick up traction, so through here it seems like the Ducati's quicker, he gets through on us, but for the rest of the lap we are okay. I hope. Coming up the inside here, Dovi on the Ducati, he bounces off of us, which compromises his run. It's not able to get back past us, so I don't think we're going to have it that easy the rest of this race. Going to have to watch out for Dovizioso on the final lap, but again, like the first lap, we're just able to get back ahead of Dovi. So powering on then. Come around the coming into the final few corners here. I wonder whether Marquez will be able to get ahead of Dovi. Marquez has looked strong this race, but Dovi's looks a lot quicker, and Dovi's going to have to start worrying about where Marquez is, because the final lap and Marquez will be trying to get past us. We set a 35.8, we match our qualifying time there, so that's a good lap from us. So surprised that AI aren't that. Oh my god, the power, putting down the power then, lost the rear. That was a little bit scary through there. Just got to keep it all together nice and tidy, and like we say before, we're trying to get the championship wins. We run wide through there, not the best of entries through there. And right now this time I'm not braking as early as I've been braking on the past few laps. I'm going to push it a little bit. Okay, let's get it all right. Come on the brakes a lot later there. A little bit too late. Oh dear. Running deep. Pull it back down. Come on. Yes, there we go. Keep it ahead of the Vizioso through here. And now we should be able to pull out. Bike feels good through here. Again, as late as we can on the brakes. We're able to take that wider entry as a got all across the corner there. That's not what you want. Marquez is through onto Vizioso. They've got their own battle to deal with, so hopefully that'll allow me just to escape. It's running wide through there. Come on. We've not had the cleanest of races. Well, it has been clean, but it's not been clean in terms of our riding. Bit scruffy here today. Bit of a scruffy start to the season, but if we can take this win around this final few corners here, then we should be good. That should set us up nicely for the rest of the season. Getting a win and a 6th place in our first race. That's not too bad. And across the line, there we go. Take our first win of the season, and our first win, crucially, with the full factory Yamaha team. So let's take a look at the Riders' Championship now. Where did Rossi finish? 7th and 4th for Vinales. So we're currently now in P3. Only 10 points off of Dovi. We can close that down, and 1 point behind Marc Marquez. So overall, a pretty good start to the season, and we're ahead of both of our teammates, which is crucial, and Yamaha ahead of Honda in the Constructors, so that's good. Only 4 points off of Ducati as well, and we're currently leading the team championship, which is a little bit unfair. We have an extra rider than the other two teams, but they could always run an extra rider if they wanted to. But that's it for today's episode. If you did enjoy the start of this brand new season, remember to smash the like button, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and do remember to subscribe for more MotoGP, F1 and racing game content. So we will see you in the next one.